Are Bladesingers any good in patch 6.2.2? So you've told me Bladesingers make Wildwood Rangers basically obsolete. Let's find out how good they are, not that I'm doubting you. I've fought a few and they took real effort to deal with. Recruited for 1200 gold and 300 upkeep. Straight vanilla elite tier cost. On Ultra you get 100 entities with 8,400 health between them. Armor is 15, but physical resistance begins at 20, and we've seen resistance climb with techs. Leadership of 80 is legitimately elite. Speed 46 and charge speed 54 makes me think of Witch Elves. Melee attack begins at 48 at rank 0, with each blow being magical attack. Attack interval 4.5 is ever so slightly lower than the norm. No splash damage. Melee defense begins at rank 0 at 42. Weapon strength comes at 36, split base 10, armor piercing 26, with a bonus versus infantry of a healthy 12. Charge bonus is 34, and mass is 110. Traits are immunity to psychology, hide in forest, and woodsman to phase through trees. Forest stalker is supposedly bugged, but if it worked, 15% better melee defense within forests. Whirling Death is one of 2 active ability stances, granting base damage plus 25 and armor piercing minus 10. So, it took me a moment to realize this is not percentage, this is points. That's weapon strength 51 instead of 36, just geared towards slaughtering zombies rather than chosen. The other stance, the Shadow's Coil, is a lot like the Sword and Board Black Orc stance, plus 24 melee defense at the cost of minus 24 melee attack. Thing is, they have the bonus versus infantry to be respectable in those kinds of fights, and having melee defense in the 70s should shut down a lot of melee opponents while bleeding them adequately. And also, you cannot use these 2 stances at the same time. That's to be expected, but I still verify. In the redline skills, Swinging Bows returns and provides melee attack and defense plus 6 at 3 pips, the rich getting richer here. Shield of the Forest also returns at rank 7 and up for plus 12 armor, which percentage-wise is huge, plus 5 melee defense, and plus 10% physical resistance, really going ninja on us. In the tech tree, Vol the Maker for plus 10 armor, Eldrazer Lord of Blades for plus 5 melee attack and physical resistance plus 10% more, Wisdom of the Cypress for vigor loss reduction, and it was pointed out Loic the Trickster for missile resistance 10%, Adaioth Bringer of Fire for fire resistance 25%. It's all good. So how do we use Bladesingers? Well, they really are a lot like Witch Elves, in the sense that magical attack ranged is going to murder them in droves, but not that much that isn't Tzeentch, has that oozing out of every pore. They can be plain vanilla or extra defensive, but it's very simple in concept. Get to close range with anything out there, especially infantry, and slice it to ribbons. The armor piercing makes this reliable, and the other tricks are for your convenience. They don't change that this is a powerful offensive unit. I will continue to advance the concept of a buzzsaw or saw blade for this kind of unit. It's not really an anvil. The idea is to break foes as soon as possible and take things from there. Any support you can give, including from the non-magical archers with less worry of friendly fire, helps speed this process. But the idea is for the Bladesingers to work well enough on their own if they must. This is just helping. Targeted aggression will serve you well, and mixing this in with more defensive options should let them stand out without having to worry about the entire formation. Take care and have fun playing Spin to Win in a strategy and RTS game instead of Diablo.